Hi guys, I'm Jen Kral the Art Gal, and today we're making a beautiful painting of a contrasting stormy sky with a bright and colorful umbrella. And it is still the month of March, so it's still National Reading Month. So the book for this lesson is called The Big Umbrella. And this first page has this beautiful stormy sky. I just love this page. And it is a story written by a mother and her daughter about an umbrella, obviously, and how there's always room under the umbrella for everyone, no matter who you are. It's a super sweet picture book that goes along great with today's lesson. So for the lesson, you will need our spring umbrella template. If you want, you can totally draw your own umbrella, watercolor paper or a piece of cardstock, a glue stick and some scissors, paint water and a paintbrush, watercolor paints, and if you don't have a big palette like mine, today I'm going to show you how you can use just a regular one from Kral with one little pot of black paint. Optional, but super fun, is having some tempera paint, white, blue, or even a gray color, and imagination. So now that we know what we need and what we're going to make, let's skip to the good part and make some art. This is a piece of watercolor paper that I painted with my big palette using gray watercolor paint. And this is a piece that I painted using the black paint from the Kral palette. So either works great. And if you don't have watercolor paint for some reason, you can absolutely use a marker to draw your background. So let's start with our black paint and our paper. So, did you guys know that this part of your tray is made to mix paint? So what we can do is wet our black paint and put it on top of our tray here. And we can add more water to water it down so that we're not just painting a black background. Once it's watered down, it'll become much more translucent and look more gray. So now I have it nice and watery, and I'm just going to cover my whole page, adding more paint and more water as needed. And I'm going to cover the whole background. Now that I have a nice stormy sky, I'm going to set this aside and let it dry. A little tip with your watercolors, always let them dry before you close the lid. I'm now going to take my umbrella template, or if you're drawing your own, then just grab a piece of paper, and I'm going to color in my umbrella super colorful, very bright and sunshiny in contrast to my dark stormy sky. I think for today's umbrella, I'm going to go with a rainbow color scheme. Okay, I have all my colors, and I'm going to start designing. You can use whatever colors you want, whatever pattern or design, use shapes, anything you want to design your umbrella. What would your dream umbrella look like? If you could have any umbrella in the world, if you could have anything on it, what would it look like? Coloring in the handle to my umbrella because I know that's going to be cut off for my picture, but if you're going to have it in yours, then be sure to add your design to that as well. Now over top of my rainbow, I'm just going to add in some hearts. Hearts are my favorite thing to draw. So I'm just going to add some cute little hearts all over my umbrella. You want to add birds to yours, or dinosaurs, or cute little puppies or kittens. Maybe even just some stripes, some polka dots, whatever you want to add to make your umbrella that much more fun. Now I need to cut out my umbrella. Okay, now that I have my umbrella all cut out, I'm going to bring my background back in, and I'm going to glue my umbrella onto my page. Maybe you read the book we talked about and you were inspired by it, so maybe you want to draw some people under your umbrella. Otherwise, we are ready to go. Put these corners down a little better. And now the fun part. I'm going to take my tempera paint. I'm just going to give it a good shake. So now I have some paint in my lid. I'm going to take my paintbrush and I'm going to dip it in my paint. And I'm very carefully and gently going to tap my paintbrush over my finger. So when I do that, I get these little splatters all over my paper and all over my desk. So make sure you put something down before you do this and ask your mom's permission. Now I'm going to do the blue. Same thing, I shook it up so I have a little bit of paint in my lid. And I'm not even going to wash my brush. I'm just going to go straight in. And I'm going to tap. You can also do this with watercolor paint if you don't have tempera paint. Or you could leave this part off if you don't really care for it. I'm trying to get more up here at the top and it's not cooperating. Okay. So that's it. Now I have a beautiful, colorful umbrella in my rainy day scene. Thank you so much for creating along with me today. I love the way mine came out, and I'd love to see yours, so be sure and tag us on Instagram. And remember, keep creating, keep exploring, and keep making art. I'll see you next time. Bye.